Thanks, Catalina. I got a chance to check in with Butler baseball head coach Dave Schrag and a few of his players to see how they feel about the 2019 season. And I'm Annika Schmidt. We have a great show for you guys today, including 2 athlete features and an edition with Driving with Dogs. Now it's time for this week's Driving with Dogs. Perry is joined by the man behind the mascot, Trips handler Michael Kaltenmark. Perry? Butler outfielder Harrison Freed has had a great season so far, leading his team to a winning record. Catalina Gallegos has the story. And that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Annika Schmidt. The Butler men's basketball team stands tall at 6-2 on the season after defeating Brown 70-55 Wednesday night at Hinkle. Senior guard Paul Jorgensen drained 19 points on the night and led the team in scoring.
Coming off a loss, we're really motivated to obviously get a win, especially we're in Hinkle, so we never want to lose in Hinkle. Brown's a good team, Ivy League, so they play smart, they play fundamental. We had a really good game plan going in that we just need to execute to win, and that's what we did.
The Bulldogs' mindset is to use the last few non-conference games to prepare themselves for Big East play in January.
I think we defend really well right now. I think that's one of our strongest aspects as a team. Offensively, I think we could move the ball a little better and kind of follow more what our coaches are telling us. Be better at that, but I think that takes more chemistry and more time with the coaching staff and playing games. So I think we're going to get a lot better with Big East play rolls around.
Once the non-conference play wraps up, the team will look to hoist the Big East trophy in March.
We all love each other. We all care about each other, from person to person. But I think our relationships are what make us, makes Butler special.
The Bulldogs have won 47 non-conference consecutive games at Hinkle Fieldhouse. The Butler men's basketball team will face Northern Illinois at 4:30 p.m. Saturday at Hinkle Fieldhouse. They look to build momentum for their upcoming game against IU at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, December 15th. I'm Annika Schmidt with Butler Sports. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about where you grew up and how you got into basketball.
Yeah, so I'm from a small town called St. Wendell. It's in the southmost part of Indiana. Huge basketball people here in Indiana. But it's pretty close to Evansville, so kind of growing up, that was kind of always the big thing, was going and playing basketball in Evansville, playing on, the streets and the, outside and doing those kinds of things for fun. But really what got me into it was my family. My family is very competitive. I have a lot of uncles who like to play a lot of sports, and so they were kind of the big ones that pushed me into it. We played every holiday. Someone always ended up getting hurt, but it was a lot of fun. They kind of pushed me to be where I am today.
And you for sure have put yourself in the best position possible. 1,000 rebounds and 1,000 points. Talk to me a little bit about how that feels and how supportive your teammates and coaches were. Obviously, that's huge for you. So just talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it is. It's a great feeling. Obviously, those have been two of my goals since I've gotten here. Never knew those steps could be here starting freshman year, but I've had such supportive coaches who have always believed in me, who have always given me that chance and given me the opportunity with the ball in my hands and the time on the court, and then also teammates that just support me and are very confident in what I can do. Not a lot of people can say that starting freshman year their teammates were just so confident in everything that they did, and that's really helped me grow as a player and as a person, just having that confidence backing me.
Overall, as a team, our pitching staff's been outstanding. We lead the league in team ERA right now, with an ERA down in the 2s, and I think we're second in the league in runs scored and third in the league in hitting. So overall, that's a pretty well-balanced, well-rounded team at this point. And we start conference this week against St. John's, and we're 0-0. So all those preseason games hopefully have prepared us to get after it here in conference.
I think it just comes down to, and the coaches have talked to us a lot about this, is the small things in baseball. Not trying to do too much, not trying to hit a home run, but instead maybe laying down a bunt or getting that guy out, striking him out, or just the little things are what added up altogether will, I think, contribute to our success.
Our pitch and our defense have kind of picked us up the entire season. limiting the opponents to very few runs. And so I'm very confident that as conference starts, we're going to continue to limit opponents to very few runs. However, we need the offensive support that we might not have had at the beginning of the season. Not necessarily focusing on getting hits, but just quality at bats, somehow manufacturing runs so that we can help out our pitching and our defense.
We're trying to get them to play just like we've played up to this point, and nice and relaxed, confident, play together as a team, pick each other up. Competition obviously is going to be a lot better. We play the two toughest teams the first 2 weekends here, both at home, so we're fortunate they're here at Bulldog Park. But the message is stay the course and don't try to do too much just because it's conference.
So this year we know that we have a good shot at winning it. I think everyone's got that goal that we want to win conferences here. And so everyone, once the games start, everyone is for the most part invested, and we just want to win no matter what. And so knowing our roles, everyone's contributing for us to win. We've always had this will to win and this will to compete. And so this year especially, we have guys that no matter what the outcome is, they're always just trying to go out there and compete.
The team that stays more consistent in these 7 weekends is a team that's going to get to the tournament. And then once you get to the tournament, anything can happen. So that's our goal at this point, is just to get there. And I know every coach says that, but that's your only avenue into postseason play at this point, is to get into the conference tournament. So obviously that's our goal, and we have 7 weekends here to prove, to see if we're worthy to get into that tournament.
Hey Bulldog fans, and welcome to The Bark, your home for all things Butler sports. I'm Annika Schmidt. Thanks, Chelsea. Our athlete spotlight for this week focuses in on Butler baseball player Kyle Smith. Bark reporter Sam Wiederhalf has the story. But first, we're going to be kicking off with some highlight videos of a busy week for both men's and women's basketball. Nick Lewis has more. That's all for today's show. Thank you for joining us, and we'll hope to see you all again next week. I'm Annika Schmidt.